Welcome back to episode number 4 of the Bougie and Broke podcast. This is number 4, right?
This is number 4. We're your hosts, Brandy.
And I'm Stephanie, and I feel like we haven't talked or caught up on the podcast in a while since we recorded like a week and a half ago.
Yes. How was your New Year?
My New Year was pretty low-key. I worked a lot, and I'm still working a lot. In fact, I worked this morning, the morning show at The Mix. So I got up at 4:30 and worked pretty much all day until about 4 because I had to go to my other job after that. So I'm running on fumes right now.
You know, hey, the hustle is real this year. 2019 is definitely going to be our year. So I'm proud of you for getting after the hustle.
Gotta make that money, girl. How was your New Year's? What'd you do?
It was good. It was pretty low-key as well. We just went out to a few bars here. Nothing crazy. We didn't go to a big fancy party because we didn't want to spend a lot of money. So it was good. It was good. It was very inexpensive. I think the most expensive thing was like our Ubers.
Of course, because they were surge pricing.
Of course. And it was snowing and freezing in Denver. It was so cold.
Ew. Snow canceled.
Seriously.
All right. So you were talking to me this morning about what you were doing at work today, and I found it pretty interesting. What was it that you were doing at work?
Having a freaking meltdown about my 401k. So, just a little recap for everybody. I've been with, I could say where I work. I work at Transamerica, and I work in the retirement channel. Transamerica does investments, insurance, and retirement. I was with them for 10 months as a contractor, and they finally decided they liked me enough to hire me full time.
You had to prove yourself.
Exactly. I made the cut. And so today at work, I was trying to figure out my 401k, my benefits. I was asking Stephanie all day, like, do I need an FSA? What about an HSA?
Hold on. I have to stop you because Brandy's 23, which means she's still on her parents' insurance. Why are you even, this is not even a question. All you do is click decline and you stay on your parents for as long as possible.
So I did the majority of that. But then they cover also like tons of other crazy weird insurances, long-term health. I'm paying for like cancer and hospital indemnity, and like total out of my paycheck is like $9 a month. So I'm covered for a lot of really strange things that I don't know if I am on my parents. I talked to Sherry about it kind of a little bit, but she was also confused. So
did you get your 401k figured out?
No, I didn't. I have to call some stupid number to call me back and then like set a time up and like do so many other crazy things. So
just make sure you take your own advice and put in what they match. Okay?
I know. All right. Yeah.
I looked up my 401k today because I was interested to see how much money I have in mine. And I will say it's not like a ton of money, but it was a lot more than I expected. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself a pat on the back.
I am pretty proud of you. And you know what you should do right now? This is, again, don't take any financial advice from me. But Stephanie, you should just increase your like investments to be more aggressive.
I don't know about that. Maybe I should pay off like my credit card debt before I do that.
No. Like higher risk bonds and stocks and all that. So it pays off in the end.
Maybe, but I don't know anything about that. So maybe our next goal should be to get like an investment specialist on this podcast to help us figure out how to do this with like no money.
Okay, perfect. That would benefit me and you and the entire audience.
Okay, or we could just be like this girl on Twitter that I saw last week to try to make a few extra bucks. This was so crazy, and we need to get her on the podcast too. It was a tweet she sent out that said, Venmo me $20 and I will comment yikes on an enemy's Instagram picture of your choosing. What?
Damn.
That is bold.
I like her style. Holy cow.
When I screenshot this tweet to talk about it with you, she had over 90,000 likes. People were responding to her like, Can I set up a subscription service? Can you give me 3 for 45? Like trying to make deals, all kinds of stuff. So I appreciate her hustle, and I feel like we need her on this podcast too. What do you think?
I totally agree because I want to know how much money this girl made. Oh my God.
Twitter made her take the tweet down, I think, because when I went to go back and look at it, it said it was deleted. So we need to figure out why they made her take it down too. Probably because like you're not allowed to, I don't know, put your Venmo and stuff on Twitter. Oh, I don't know. I don't know the rules.
I don't know. I'm beefing with Twitter. I'm trying to get verified. I've tried every trick in the book.
For yourself or the podcast?
Myself. I know I'm a nobody, but
like, why would you be verified on Twitter?
Because I am an ex-rally crew. I have a podcast. What? I'm cool.
I can't. Why don't you just work on getting this podcast verified and we'll go from there?
Cool. All right.
All right, Brandy. How were you bougie this week? How were you a bougie bitch?
So, remember that terrible, gross bar that I told you guys about a couple weeks ago? Mile High Spirits. We were there again. Shocker. I know I hate going to this place, and all of my friends do as well, so we still end up there. But we were leaving at 1 o'clock, and we're walking out, and this guy goes, "Damn, little mama, those are some bougie-ass coats."
Did you get in the car with him?
No, I did not get in the car with him. But I was wearing this faux cheetah, big, fluffy, furry jacket. And my friend Alana was wearing this white, fluffy jacket. And he was like, "Those are some bougie coats." And I was like,
you were like,
"Wait."
"Subscribe to my podcast."
I was like, "Can you repeat that into the phone for me again?" And he didn't understand why. And the context of a podcast, he was pretty clueless. But
probably also drunk.
Yes, it was 1 a.m. The bars were about to close. Yeah, we were on our way to get drunk pizza, so.
I'm into it. All right, broke ass. How were you a broke ass?
So, again, at Mile High Spirits, we were trying to get guys to buy us some drinks.
I feel like all of your bad decisions and stories are at this bar. This bar sounds like a terrible place to go.
So we were trying to get guys to buy us some drinks so we didn't have to spend money, of course. So there's some strange characters at this place, and all you really have to do is lock eyes with somebody for about 2.5 seconds.
I was going to say 25 seconds is like a death stare.
They're into that too. Yeah, just make eye contact and they're coming over to you or pointing at you, trying to get them to come to you, and they're like, "What can I get you to drink?" These guys were literally fighting over who was going to buy who a drink. There's 2 guys and me and my friend, and they were like, "I'm going to buy her drink." "No, I'm going to buy both their drinks." "No, how about you buy her drink? I'll buy her drink." "No, I want to buy her drink instead." It was the most bizarre thing ever, and then I felt pretty bad because I was very uninterested in both of them, but they bought our drinks all night.
You would have been like, "Hi, sir. Can you both just buy us both a drink?"
Yes, they asked to add me on Snap, and I just never did.
Nice work. I appreciate that.
How were you a bougie bitch this week?
Brandy, you are now speaking with the newest Ulta Diamond member.
You're joking.
Not joking.
Stephanie.
That means...
Isn't that mean you have to spend $7,000 at Ulta?
Not $7,000, but $1,200. I spent $1,200 at Ulta in 2018. All right, I'm not proud of it.
That's $100 a month.
Yeah, okay. One item from Ulta is $40. So if I buy 2 things a month, that's basically $100. I'm bad at math. I'm not proud of it, but in fairness, you have used my phone number along with other people using my phone number for my rewards. So I wouldn't say that the whole $1,200 is mine. I buy gifts at Ulta, like my sister's entire Christmas present was from Ulta, and shit there is expensive. So it's not a lot of product for the money.
But there's also drugstore items there, which I buy using your phone number to give you points. I'm like, "Hey, Stephanie, I just used your phone number only got you like $20 or 20 points or whatever, but I hope it helps you in your quest.
It did help me in my quest because now I'm diamond through 2019.
Can you tell me what that gets you?
When you buy stuff, you get 1.5 points instead of 1 point per dollar. I right now have $63 free dollars to spend at Ulta based on the amount of points that I have, so worth it. You also get like a birthday gift and like $25 for a service there. Free shipping on online orders. It's not really that great, but I'm diamond and I'm going to enjoy it, okay?
Sounds pretty bougie to me. And how are you a broke ass?
So I told you I've been working a lot, usually over the holidays when all of the full-time people are off on the radio station at the Mix. I fill in. So I filled in like last week. I have worked every day since I got back from Phoenix. I am lazy and the weather has been so bad. I've been driving to work and parking in the parking garage. On a normal weekday, it's $30 to park.
Oh my God.
On a holiday or weekend, it's $16. So far this week, I've spent $154 on parking. And by the time my work bender is done, I will have spent $202 parking to go to work.
So you're broke from working.
Pretty much. They kind of compensate me. It like all evens out eventually. I won't get into details, but yeah. $202
Wow.
to park to go to work.
I feel like you and this parking garage have it out for each other.
I hate this parking garage so much. Brandy, have you seen the movie Home Alone?
Have I?
If you haven't seen Home Alone, you basically are not a person.
Sorry, you just don't exist. If you haven't seen this movie, you don't exist.
You know that part when they're all like picking on Kevin and he goes up in the hallway and he just stands in the hallway and starts screaming, "I'm living alone."
Yes, I do. And we're going to insert sound clip here.
This house is so full of people. It makes me sick. When I grow up and get married, I'm living alone. Did you hear me? I'm living alone. I'm living alone.
Yes, we are. So when I lived with roommates, that's how I felt all of the time. I would scream that when they would leave because they were so annoying. And yeah, I live alone now. I've lived alone for the past 2 years, and it's probably been the best living experience of my life thus far.
Okay, so I also had a roommate. My last roommate, we were together for like 2.5 years. And she was always gone. It was like the best roommate situation until it turned so terrible. But yes, I agree with you. I've been living alone for about 9-10 months now, and it is literally the best thing I've ever done in my life.
All right. How did you find your apartment when you were looking for somewhere to live?
So I actually was on Craigslist, and
Me too.
do you know those super like sketch posts that
I
are
sure
like,
do. That's how I found my apartment.
like we will find your apartment for free.
Mm-hmm.
I did that, and it actually turned out really good. I toured 2 spots that this person told me to, and then 1 place on my own, and I made the decision, and I was like, yep, that's where I'm gonna live. It had everything that I was looking for: a washer, dryer, a pool, a hot tub, parking. It was also a brand new complex, so that's what made it for me and made me move in and sign the dotted line.
Exactly. I found mine on Craigslist too. Same type of thing. I looked at a bunch of different places, but the place I ended up moving into had pretty much everything I wanted in the location that I wanted it. And it was the most affordable, like the best bang for my buck. It was totally creepy though. Like always finding a place on Craigslist and like meeting some realtor like outside these apartments in Chicago. It's like, are you going to kill me or are you going to help me find a place to live?
Side note, sorry. I once met a really hot realtor on my flight to Chicago. If you're out there, baby, I'm here.
Missed connection. Craigslist.
I still have his phone number, but
If you have his phone number, just text him.
Anyway,
When I was looking for an apartment, I have a couple of non-negotiables that make me sound like a little bit of a diva, but really I don't think that they're that bougie or diva-ish, okay? So I have to have hardwood floors. I cannot have carpet in an apartment. And we can blame our friend Claire for this because she was like, think about that. Think about carpet and other people living in your apartment and like fingernail clippings and stuff in the carpet and hair. And I'm like, I'm going to be sick. So since then, I have never wanted carpet in my apartment. So that's non-negotiable for me. Chicago's also kind of weird. Not many apartments have a washer and dryer in the unit. So that was a must for me because I'm the worst at doing laundry. And I also needed to be near the train, even though I don't take it very often. I just, need to have it right there just in case I need it.
I totally understand that. And that was also one of the big selling points for my complex is the train picks up, or excuse me, the bus picks up right in front of the apartment. And I did not know this until about 3 months ago. So I was Ubering back and forth to work and spending like $300 in Ubers a month.
Well, now you're saving a little money with that bus pass, girl.
Which my work now pays for.
Where is your apartment located in Denver? Like, are you downtown? I know the answer to this, but no one else does.
Yes. Yeah. So I've lived all over downtown Denver. I've lived in like all these neighborhoods close to downtown Denver, like Rhino, Uptown. And then now I live in the Highlands, which is about 10 minutes west of downtown. So it's still really close. But if I'm going to work during high traffic times, it's about 30 minutes to get downtown. So please tell me how Denver's not a real city yet. Okay, bye.
I'm pretty sure Denver's a real city.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I live in the Wrigleyville, Lakeview neighborhood of Chicago. Is it the best place to live? Not necessarily during baseball season, but it's pretty convenient to everything and I'm comfortable here, so that's where I live.
I walked past Wrigley and just like gave it a big thumbs down or a big flip off every time I walked by. So, ideal living situation, in my opinion, absolutely not. But I'm proud for you, Stephanie. Like, you like it, you love the Cubs, it's close, and you're comfortable.
I really just like being able to walk to baseball games if someone gives me tickets. It's like it takes me 90 seconds to get there. It's like last minute somebody's like, "Hey, I have an extra ticket." I'm like, "See you in 90 seconds."
Do you have like any amenities at your place? Do you have any like perks besides living next to Wrigley?
All right, so my building's kind of like a bigger walk-up, so I think there's 18 units in it, and they're all pretty small. My specific unit's like 300 to 350 square feet. It's a small one-bedroom, and there are no amenities. I have no pool, I have no door guy, I have nothing cool, unless you consider a video doorbell buzzer an amenity that only works 25% of the time.
I did use your doorbell thing, and I thought that was the coolest shit ever. I have like a call box, but it doesn't even work. And when it does work, it just lets you inside, and I still have to go downstairs and like buzz you up the elevator. So
okay, the concept of it is really cool, but no joke, it's restarted or doesn't work all of the time. I got locked out one time, and I went to go type the code in to get back in the door, and it was like resetting. So I was just straight up locked out.
So rude.
So rude.
I have like a really nice like clubhouse, pool area, a hot tub, a gym. They have yoga for us. But let me tell you, it ain't cheap living here.
What's your rent?
It's about almost $1,600 a month.
Oh my God. With everything included?
That's like what my complex charges me. I also pay for like cable and internet separately and my electricity separately, but that includes like valet trash, my parking spot. We have to pay common space electricity, which is $25 a month. And I'm like,
that's obnoxious.
I don't even know how that's calculated. We have a service fee. They send us like our statements in the mail, and they charge us like $7 a month for that. I'm like, I don't need to see my statement in the mail.
It is 2019. Let's get on board with paperless billing, okay?
Yes, thank you. I know, like, you were in, like, prime real estate. How much do you pay?
I pay $15.50 a month, and that is just my base rent. $15.50 just to live in this apartment that has no amenities and is very small. Then on top of that, I pay $40 for water, and that's not through me, it's through my apartment complex. So I feel like I'm getting gypped there, but
Oh, yeah, you are.
I take long hot showers a lot, so I'm getting my money's worth. I also pay cable and internet, which is about $135 a month, and then my electric bill, it's usually between like $30 and $70 depending on the season. I don't use my heat or air conditioning a lot because it's usually a pretty mild temperature here, but obviously when it gets super cold in the winter, I turn the heat up, and when it's hot in the summer, I turn the air on. So typically average, I'd say 30 to 40 bucks for electric.
Okay, yeah. I pay maybe $20 a month, but my friends always say my apartment's really hot or really cold. There's no in between, so
They don't live there. It's not their problem. Oh, and let's not forget about my lovely parking spot.
oh, it's so luxurious. It's valet parking right next to a dumpster that you have to walk up some stairs to. It's not luxury and it's not valet. I was just joking.
I park next to a dumpster for $150 a month. I got back from Vegas a couple of weeks ago. This is like a sad but also true story. Somebody had thrown their mattress out in the dumpster. When I got back from Vegas, I was driving home, and it was like 1 a.m, and I go to pull in my parking spot, and I almost ran over a human being because the homeless man in the alley had pulled the mattress out and put it in my parking spot to sleep. And it was so cold that night. I felt so bad. I wasn't going to get out of my car and be like, I'm sorry, excuse me, sir. Would you mind moving the mattress out of my parking spot while you're sleeping outside? So I didn't do that, and I went and found a spot on the street, and he was gone the next day. But that's the story of my parking spot.
I don't mean to bring up a sore subject, but I know you also scratched your car on the dumpster.
Oh, probably my worst day of 2018. I had gone to therapy. I was crying so hard at therapy, and I drove home after, and the dumpster was like out a little bit further than it usually is. And I cut it too close, and I scraped the side of my car, like on the passenger side back door. Like, it's a small little scrape, but I heard it, and I almost lost my shit. I pulled in the parking spot, I got out to look at it, and I touched it because I thought it was maybe, hopefully, just a paint scratch. And there was like sheet metal scrapes too, and I cut my finger on it at the same time and then started bleeding everywhere on my white car. So not only did I mess my car up, I'm like bleeding all over my white car, crying because I had just gotten done at therapy. It was the worst day of 2018, and I am so glad that year is over.
2019, be good to us.
It's your favorite time of the week, Brandy.
Oh, my favorite time of the week. This is where you read my bank statement to me. Cool.
And see what kind of dumb shit you're spending your money on.
Yes.
All right, Wells Fargo, what's up? First one, gas lamp, Denver, $22.50.
Oh, so this was absolutely amazing. So that's a bar in Denver. And I told the bartender, so this used to be my neighborhood hangout. And I told him just to like put all the drinks on my card, the bartender I know. And I was like, girls, this guy's going to hook it up. And then I got pretty nervous because he was putting in every drink. And we probably had about 10 drinks between all of us. $22.50 at the end of the night.
What were you drinking?
I was drinking whiskey soda water. My friends were drinking Red Bull vodkas.
Oh, so not even like beers. Like this was like legit drinks.
Yeah. So then I left and got nervous that he only put my drinks on my tab. But no, that was for everybody.
That's crazy. That is awesome.
I know. So that was good.
All right, next. Francesca's $22.28.
So that's a clothing store. I hope you all know that.
We do.
So I didn't just spend $22.28 there. I went and got an outfit, and it was probably like $80. I got like a cute little skirt and a cute top and some earrings. But I paid for $60 in cash. and then put the rest on my card. So I didn't feel like I was spending that much money.
It happens.
So yeah,
USA Photo Booth, Denver, $5.
obviously photo booth. This was at my favorite place, Mile High Spirits. And these pictures are so adorable. That's the end of that story.
All right, I like the next one because I'm pretty sure I got some points out of it. Ulta, 1927.
Yes, and again, I spent more than $19 at Ulta. I had gotten a gift card for Christmas, and Ulta had a sale on the bottles of shampoo. The
That
big,
sale is
big
still
ones.
going on.
Will it be going on with the Sayers?
Yes, it goes on like all month. I'm basically an Ulta ambassador. I'm diamond now, Brandy. Jesus.
Sorry for questioning. So I got shampoo and conditioner and what else? Like an eyebrow pencil. Even though my eyebrows are microbladed, I still need to fill them in because I'm too poor to get a touch up. So, yeah, I used my $25 gift card and my balance
Thank you for the
was
points.
$19. You're welcome.
All right, and the most millennial charge that I see on here, Trader Joe's, $38.76.
All right, so this wasn't even for me personally. My parents asked me to stop by Trader Joe's and to pick them up a case of 2-buck chuck.
Hey, I love 2-buck chuck.
I'm not opposed to it at all.
I mean, it's not great, but if you're going to sit at home and drink a bottle of wine by yourself, it might as well be $2.99. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. 12 bottles of wine for $38.
That's crazy.
I've drinking bottles for $38.
Me too.
Insane. So I feel like all of my spending has not been that terrible this week.
Yeah, I'm not really upset with you about any of these. I think you're doing pretty good. Maybe it's because you spent too much over the holidays and, you have to reel it in now.
Yes, definitely reeling it in. And like all the gift cards and all the cash that I got for the holidays is really like making my bank statements look polished.
Love it. Are you ready to do me?
I'm ready to do you.
Get in there. Get in. My mind is in the gutter so much I can't even handle it. I'm terrible.
Well, that makes one of us.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Bank of America.
All right. So the first one I'm seeing is an Uber for $40.96. I hope that's an Uber Eats charge because a $40 Uber kill me.
This story makes me so mad. I even emailed Uber about it. So I got home from Phoenix last Thursday, and I obviously had to take an Uber home. It was like 1 a.m. The trains don't run at that point. So, and like I'm taking the train anyway, really. So I call an Uber. It says it's like 5 minutes away. I'm like, awesome. As soon as somebody picks up my Uber ride, they start the ride. So I can't even see how far away this person is.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So not only that, Brandy, it was a Prius. So I was trying to cancel it.
Forget that.
So I go out to the curb at Midway Airport to get my Uber. All these people that get there after me are getting their Ubers ahead of me, and I'm like, where is this dude? But it already says that I'm in the car. So I go to try to cancel it, and it says I can't cancel it unless I want to pay a fee because the ride has already started. Yeah. So I waited like 5 more minutes. He finally shows up, and it was $40.96 because all of the flights from Chicago or into Chicago that night were delayed because of weather. So everyone was trying to get an Uber at the same time. So it was a surcharge. How awful is that?
I do not take shit from Uber, so you blow up their customer service.
I did. I emailed them today and was like, I'm sorry. It's a little shady that he started the ride before I was even in the car. And they were like, well, the charge was the same. Sorry.
Rude.
That's what the email said. I wasn't even trying to get a discount, but at the same time, it's like, don't start the ride 10 minutes before I even get in the car to not allow me to cancel it. That's messed up.
Yeah, we don't take Priuses here.
All right, what's next?
Next, Target for $49.07. I'm proud of you for not spending over $100 there. That's impressive.
This is like the 3rd time I went to Target since I got back from Phoenix, and I have no clue what that was for. I've gotten like dishwasher liquid, cards. I've gotten a whole bunch of shit at Target lately. no clue what this one was.
All right, that's fair. I feel like every time I go to Target too, I have no idea.
It is just like a black hole of spending.
Next up, One Tail at a Time, and this is spelled Tail. I know what this is, and it's for $10.
Yeah, it's the dog rescue that I foster dogs through. I do a $10 monthly recurring charge, so I donate $10 a month. That's what that was.
I am so proud of you.
I know, so I may spend a lot of money on myself, but I still do good things, okay?
Next up, Afterpay for $31.67. What did you Afterpay this time?
It's the final payment for this mirror. And let me tell you about this mirror. They emailed me a couple of weeks ago and were like, we got the information about the mirror. Did you want a replacement? And I'm like, I've told you guys like 3 times. I just want you to send me a new one. This is broken. I want to throw it away. And I would love to have a replacement. No one is answering me. They're ghosting me.
Oh my God.
I called them yesterday and she was like, I put in a new damage claim. I don't know why it's taking so long. If you don't hear from somebody by Friday, call us back again and we'll figure it out. And I'm like, listen, I ordered this mirror on November 23rd. It's currently January 2nd. It was broken. I called you the day I tried to put it together, which was December 13th, and I still don't have a replacement and I still have a broken mirror on my floor. I am calling you out, Urban Outfitters customer service. Fix this problem now.
Also, they're probably just know you Afterpaid and we're like, let's wait until this bitch finishes her payments.
Yeah, well, it's finally paid off now, but I still have this broken ass mirror on my floor and I would like to put it in the dumpster next to my car. Thank you.
And the last one, Netflix for $11.98. I'm pretty confused because I feel like Netflix is like $9.99.
Oh, you would think that, right? Nope, not in the city of Chicago. We pay a 9% surcharge for the privilege of streaming internet-based entertainment, including video, music, and gaming services. I looked that up because I was like, $11.98, that seems pretty high for Netflix. And I pay for me, my mom, my dad, my sister, our friend Claire, and my friend Brittany. Like, everyone on the planet uses my Netflix. But still, I'm like, a 9% surcharge. And this is only in the city of Chicago. It's called a cloud tax. Like, get the F out of here, Chicago. Get the F out of here.
Yeah, Chicago, just chill. That's rude.
That is going to do it for episode number 4. Thank you guys so much for listening. Again, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and follow us on all social media at Boujee and Broke Podcast. Brandy, I know you've got something to say right now.
Living alone is hella expensive, but also our intro outro music is by The Night Game. Bad Girls Don't Cry. Thanks, guys, for listening.
We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.